talked to one of the city workers, Alan Schubert, who's in charge of this pole project, and he made it a point to me to say, you know, Matt, this is just the start for me, you know, because I wanted to focus on how long it's been that he's been working 7 days a week for 6 months. He told me the project's been working, and now, you know, you think, well, it's all over. City Hall's coming down. No, 11 more months. This is going to be pedal to the metal time when they really start putting a lot of work into this, because they have to build an entire ballpark capable of seating 7,000 plus people.
Exactly. Now, we are more than 15 minutes from that 9 a.m. where they've been given a thumbs up, so we are assuming that for a while now they were given a thumbs up, and everybody must verify at the command center that they're ready. The police, the fire, TxDOT, El Paso TxDOT, a lot of people who are working together to make this happen. And just a quick reminder, 2 minutes before the implosion, there will be a horn, so you'll be listening to that. And just as we did yesterday, we're going to let you listen in and experience it from home. There will be another signal at about a minute before, likely a horn again, and Rick has been telling us this all morning, and then the countdown begins at 15 seconds. Maybe hands or verbal countdown, but we will, of course, keep you posted on this.
And we should tell you, this is that view once again from Deb Rothschild flying this helicopter for Helicopters Anonymous, teaming up with us here at ABC7 to bring you this exclusive look at downtown. We do know that there are about 4,000 people downtown. My assistant news director just handed me a note of that. Tells us there's a lot of other people that are going to be taking up the airways, including some paragliders. Now, we're going to try to get you that video later on in the day. We teamed up with them yesterday. They handed off some video. You saw that if you were tuning in for our 10 o'clock hour. So remember, our coverage extends beyond just the actual moment of detonation.
But this, we are in the moment right now. This is a helicopter view that you can not see anywhere else. You can only see this on ABC7. So you are seeing a very great perspective of what's about to happen, and they're nearing the downtown area. Now, once again, just to tell you about what's going to be removed once the building's imploded, 13,000 yards of material. We understand that there's going to be about 1,000 truckloads of debris that will be pushed out, and they are going to clean up. It begins immediately, and the next step is, as Matthew was telling you, the foundation to build those retaining walls and build a ballpark. Looking into the future, a renaissance of downtown El Paso. And, you know, I have been talking to some people, and they're saying, we are so excited. Whether you are for or against, this is happening, folks, whether you are for or against, but a lot of people who do work downtown and see this every single day are so excited because there's going to be options, there is going to be a renaissance, and there's going to be money and people injected into that area as well.
They are closing in. You can see they're trying to get focused on City Hall. They are just moments away from making their way down there. And also, we expect moments away from when they actually implode City Hall. We are now at 8:56 this morning, almost 8:57, meaning it could be just a matter of moments until City Hall comes crashing to the ground. And of course, that's when the scramble comes and everybody's going to be looking for that reaction. What is the next step? Now, we do know that we expect to see some debris in the air. Crystal's been keeping an eye on those wind speeds for you. There is more wind than we saw yesterday, but that's not going to stop the demolition because this is a different type. And as Rick Rivera's been telling us, you know, there's a little bit of a wind in their direction, so we're going to have to get live to him not too long from now. As soon as that comes down, we'll be talking to our reporters that are closest to the scene and let you know what the fallout is.
And speaking of being down with it, apparently there is nothing harmful in that dust, but they are taking some precautionary measures. Now, like yesterday, we understand there's going to be the typical dust, but there is going to be a vibration. Of course, when all this metal and cement and all of those things come crashing down in a matter of seconds. So there's going to be some sort of a vibration that residents around the area, the closest people to that area, have been told, who are in their homes, have been told to stay away from their windows as well.
And you know, the one thing that we've been focusing on is this exclusion zone. Here's a look from inside of it where we've actually have Rick Cabrera just a little bit ago standing by. You could see some helicopters out there in the distance too. One of the things is, though, this isn't just an exclusion zone for dust and debris. We want to point out that this is going to be a loud boom. There are actually regulations that say that they have to keep people to a certain distance if they don't have protection for their ears, and that's why so many people are in there. Rick, I know we are just moments away. We talked a little bit about that wind situation.
There it is right there.
There's a horn.
Matt, that's the 3-minute warning. There's the horn, so we're 3 minutes away from implosion of City Hall. I can tell you right now, the crowds are starting to put their dust masks on. I can see even the construction crews here. They all have their cameras out, their hard hats on, and their dust masks ready. Again, that is a 3-minute warning, so we're about 2.5 minutes away from implosion of City Hall.
Rick, let me ask